I am Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government First Grade College, Sirguppa. Today, I am going to explain Newton's formula and Laplace's correction under the chapter Sound. We know that the sound is a form of energy which causes sensation of hearing. When a sound propagates in any given medium, which forms series of compressions and rarefactions, sound is a mechanical wave which required material medium for its propagation. So it is a longitudinal wave and then a three-dimensional wave, and so called the sound which undergoes reflection, diffraction and interference, which cannot be polarized, and then which carries energy from one point to another point in the form of disturbance, where the particles which are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation of wave or something. So now we have discussed about Newton's formula and Laplace's correction. So Newton and Laplace's, they gave expression for, theoretical expression for the velocity of sound in air or gas. Then what about Newton's made? So how he discovered the expression for velocity of sound in gas or air? So why the Newton's formula which required correction and all those things? Newton was assumed that the propagation of sound in an isothermal process is an isothermal process. What we know that in case of isothermal process, the process which takes place at a constant temperature. So where adiabatic process is the process which takes place with exchange of heat between the system and surroundings, where there is no exchange of heat between the system and surroundings. So here Newton's assumed that the propagation of sound is an isothermal process, that means in which the temperature is constant. So heat produced during compression and cooling produced during rarefaction, hence temperature remains constant. So what we know that the sound is a longitudinal wave which forms series of compressions and rarefactions in a given medium. At the region of compression, where particles are very close to each other, where the volume is less, pressure is more, density is more, temperature is more. At the region of rarefaction, particles are far to each other, then where volume is more, pressure is less, temperature is less. And Newton assumed that at the region of compression, heat is produced. At the region of rarefaction, cooling is produced. So because of that, the temperature is constant during the propagation of sound in a given medium, so that the propagation of sound in any medium is an isothermal process. So it was assumed by the Newton. So then we know that for isothermal process, which must obey the equation PV is equal to constant, where P is pressure and V is volume. Then differentiating with respect to T, then we will get P into dV plus V into dP is equal to 0. So here the propagation of sound in any medium is an isothermal process according to Newton. If it isothermal process, the process which must obeys the Boyle's law, so called PV is equal to constant. Then differentiating with respect to T, then we will get P into dV plus V into dP is equal to 0. So further which can be written as P dV is equal to minus V into dP. So then P is equal to minus V dP by dV, which is equal to minus dP by dV by V, where dP that indicates the pressure per unit area, that gives us stress. Here dV by V, change in volume by original volume, where change in volume by original volume that gives strain, so called volume strain. So then stress by strain that indicates a K is known as a bulk modulus. Where P is equal to K. K is what? Bulk modulus of the medium. Then the velocity of progressive wave, so called sound, which is given by V is equal to root of K by rho, according to Newton's formula. So again, where bulk modulus, K is equal to P, so called pressure, then velocity, which is equal to root of P by rho. Then at NTP we know that the pressure of all the gases must be equal to 1.01 into 10 power of 5 Newton per meter square. Then the density of all the gases at NTP, rho is equal to 1.29 kg per meter cube. Then substituting in the above equation, then we will get V is equal to root of 1.01 into 10 power of 5 by 1.29. So after solving the above equation, then finally we will get 280 meter per second. Where according to Newton, so the velocity of sound in gas at NTP that must be equal to 280 meter per second. But the experimentally it was determined the velocity of sound at NTP that must be equal to 330 meter per second. So then which is not in agreement with the theoretical value, then this dependency resolved by Laplace. So there is a big large difference between the theoretical value obtained by Newton and the experimental value, where according to Newton the velocity of sound at NTP in a gas is 280 meter per second. But experimentally we get the velocity of sound at NTP is equal to 330 meter per second. Then there is no agreement between the theoretical value and experimental value. So because of that, the Newton's formula which must required correction. That correction was made by Laplace. So then what about Laplace correction of velocity of progressive wave? So according to Newton, the propagation of sound in a medium is an isothermal process. But according to Laplace, the propagation of sound wave in any medium is an adiabatic process. So the process which takes place without exchange of heat between the system and the surroundings. So Laplace assumed that the propagation of sound in air medium is an adiabatic process. If it is adiabatic process, the process which must obey an equation of P, V what is the form of gamma is equal to constant. So where P is pressure, then V volume, gamma the ratio of specific heats, gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, the ratio of specific heat capacity of a gas at constant pressure to the specific heat capacity of a gas at constant volume. So gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. So then differentiating the above equation with respect to T, then we will get v to the power of gamma dp plus p gamma v to the power of gamma minus 1 dv is equal to 0 based on partial differentiation. So further which can be written as p gamma v to the power of gamma minus 1 dv, which is equal to minus v whole to the power of gamma into dp. So then p gamma, which is equal to minus v to the power of gamma dp by v to the power of gamma minus 1 dv, which is equal to minus v whole to the power of gamma dp by v to the power of gamma by v into dv. Further, which is equal to minus dp by dv by v, where v to the power of gamma, v to the power of gamma get cancel each other, so that finally p gamma, which is equal to minus dp by dv by v. Now see, you see this expression p gamma, which is equal to minus dp by dv by v, which is equal to stress per strain. Again, where dp that indicates force per unit area, that gives normal stress. Here dv by v, change in by volume by original volume, that gives volume strain. Normal stress by volume strain, which is equal to K, so called bulk modulus. So therefore K is equal to P gamma. Then what we know that the theoretical expression of the velocity of sound in a gas. So according to Newton's formula, say V is equal to root of K by rho, where K, which K bulk modulus, which can be replaced by P gamma. So V is equal to root of P gamma by rho. That is the velocity of the expression for velocity of sound in gas according to Newton's and Laplace's. Then at NTP we know that the pressure of all the gases that must be equal to 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal, and the density of all the gases must be equal to 1.29 kg per meter cube. Then so here the air medium is a diatomic, the air medium which consists of diatomic molecules. For diatomic molecules, the ratio specific is gamma, that must be equal to 1.41. Then substituting the value of P, so then rho and then gamma in the above equation. So then we will get V is equal to root of 1.41 into 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 by 1.29. So then we will get V is equal to 333 meter per second. So this is very good argument with that of the experimental value. So the above theoretical value is very close in agreement with the experimental value. Therefore, the propagation of sound waves in air medium is an adiabatic process. So the propagation of sound waves in air medium is not an isothermal process, which is an adiabatic process. There is a good agreement between that of the theoretical value and then the experimental value. So the Newton and Laplace's, they were successful to give the theoretical expression for the velocity, for the determination of velocity of sound in air. So today we have discussed about the velocity of sound in air medium or gaseous medium. So Newton's formula, then Laplace's correction. So thank you.